A Russian FPV drone closely tracks a Ukrainian pickup truck and armed forces, maintaining visual lock as the situation unfolds in real time. Follow for more Frontline updates. On April 30th, 2026, Mi-8 helicopters operated by the Russian Armed Forces Africa Corps carried out a resupply mission to Malian army forces positioned at a base in Hambori. The helicopters delivered ammunition and essential equipment to sustain operations in the area. At the same time, the mission included the evacuation of wounded personnel, highlighting a dual-role operation combining logistics support and medical extraction. Such missions are critical in remote regions like Hambori, where ground supply routes can be limited or vulnerable, making air transport a primary method for both reinforcement and casualty evacuation. Strike footage LMUR engagement in Ryazan. Objective control footage shows a strike using a Kh-39 LMUR against a reported temporary Ukrainian deployment point in the village of Ryazan, Sumy Oblast. The LMUR is a precision-guided missile typically launched from helicopters, designed to engage fortified positions and infrastructure with high accuracy. The footage captures the moment of impact, illustrating the use of guided munitions to target fixed positions from a distance. A Russian drone operator reportedly used a Garand-2 or similar variant, equipped with an electro-optical seeker to strike the oil depot of Sesvatoil on the outskirts of Dnipro. According to the footage description, the drone was guided onto the target using onboard visual tracking, allowing for a precise approach. Follow-up imagery shows the aftermath at the site, indicating damage to fuel storage infrastructure. The sequence reflects the continued use of loitering munitions against energy and logistics facilities, which are critical for fuel supply and broader operational support. In the Zaporizhzhia direction, UAV teams from the Novorossiysk Guards Mountain Airborne Corps, part of the Dnipro units, engaged an enemy armored vehicle and its crew near the front line using FPV UAVs controlled via fiber optic links, unaffected by enemy electronic warfare systems. The operations of these UAV teams enhanced the effectiveness of airborne assault units, supporting the advance and securing more favorable positions. The Ukrainian armed forces counterattack was unsuccessful. Today, units of the Africa Corps are reported to have conducted a large-scale escort operation, guiding a convoy of more than 800 tanker vehicles to Bamako, the capital of Mali. The movement highlights the scale of logistical coordination required to transport fuel and supplies across extended distances. The convoy, consisting primarily of tanker trucks, represents a significant flow of resources, likely intended to support ongoing operations and infrastructure needs in the region. Such large columns require careful planning, route security, and continuous monitoring to ensure safe passage. Air cover for the convoy was provided by aviation helicopters assigned to the Africa Corps, maintaining aerial oversight throughout the journey. These helicopters play a key role in observing the route ahead, identifying potential threats, and ensuring rapid response capability if needed. The operation reflects the increasing emphasis on securing supply lines and maintaining logistical stability, where both ground escort units and aerial support work together to ensure that critical resources reach their destination without disruption. Units of the Russian Africa Corps, operating alongside the Malian Armed Forces, FAMA, conducted aerial reconnaissance operations in southern Mali and identified 2 suspected militant field camps. The locations were reported near the settlements of Falona and Farani. The camps were assessed to be linked to armed groups including Azawad Liberation Front and Jamaat Nusrat al-Islam wal Muslimin. The discovery was made through aerial surveillance, which remains a key method for locating remote encampments and monitoring movement in sparsely populated regions. Such operations typically aim to map positions, assess activity, and support follow-on actions by ground or air units. On the approaches to Krasnoarmysk, Crews of T-72B 3M tanks from Russia's center group of forces unleashed coordinated fire, destroying a Ukrainian ammunition depot and a fortified firing point. Footage released by the Ministry of Defense captured the operation in detail. Precise, controlled strikes that reduced the target area to rubble and opened the way for continued armored advancement. The latest situation report from the Rubicon Center reflects a continued escalation in drone-led operations across multiple sectors of the battlefield. The defining feature of April 30th is the persistence and integration of unmanned systems into nearly every phase of combat activity: reconnaissance, targeting, strike coordination, and post-strike verification. Across the front, reconnaissance drones maintain constant aerial surveillance. Operators scan roads, forest belts, urban ruins, and open terrain, identifying even minimal movement. Once a target is detected, whether infantry, vehicles, or concealed positions, it is tracked continuously. This persistent observation compresses reaction time, leaving little opportunity for units to relocate or conceal themselves effectively. A key trend noted in the report is the systematic targeting of logistics and support infrastructure. Transport vehicles, supply routes, and temporary deployment points are repeatedly engaged. In several areas, damaged or destroyed vehicles have forced personnel to move on foot, significantly increasing vulnerability and reducing operational mobility. The disruption of logistics chains continues to have a cascading effect, limiting the ability to reinforce, resupply, and sustain positions. Artillery and air defense systems remain priority targets. Drone units are conducting coordinated counter-battery operations, identifying hidden guns through pattern analysis and thermal observation. Once confirmed, these positions are engaged with precision strikes, often using multi-stage attacks to ensure complete neutralization. Similarly, air defense assets, particularly radar systems and mobile launchers, are being targeted to degrade detection capability and create openings for further aerial activity. Night operations are increasingly effective. The widespread use of thermal imaging has reduced the traditional advantage of darkness. Movements that once relied on low visibility for concealment are now detected and tracked with high reliability. As a result, both day and night conditions present similar levels of exposure under continuous drone surveillance. Another important aspect highlighted in the report is the growing emphasis on targeting UAV operators and control points. Rather than only intercepting drones in flight, efforts are being made to locate launch sites, communication hubs, and personnel responsible for drone operations. This approach aims to disrupt the entire system at its source, reducing the frequency and coordination of future strikes. Combined operations are also evident. Drone strikes are increasingly synchronized with ground maneuvers and artillery fire, creating layered pressure. Reconnaissance identifies targets, FPV drones execute immediate strikes, and artillery follows up on larger or fortified positions. This integration ensures that once a position is exposed, it is engaged through multiple means, limiting the chance of recovery. The report also underscores the vulnerability of traditional defensive measures. Camouflage, trenches, and improvised shelters are proving less effective against persistent aerial observation. Even well-hidden positions are eventually detected through repeated scans and pattern recognition. Movement itself has become a primary risk factor. Any relocation, no matter how brief, can lead to detection and engagement. Overall, the April 30th assessment highlights a battlefield increasingly defined by precision, persistence, and coordination. Drone systems are no longer supplementary tools. They are central to how operations are conducted. Continuous surveillance, rapid targeting, and integrated strikes are shaping the tempo of combat, steadily reducing maneuver space and increasing pressure on all forms of infrastructure and personnel across the front.